All 5 of these shoes are part of the Harden collection. This collection of shoes are by far my favorite Adidas shoes, James Harden's. So to start off with, we got the volume 1s, the volume 2s, and we got the volume 3s. But then he also has a special edition that came out. These are the Harden BEs and the MVP editions. These are the BEs too, the Harden logo. So yeah, all 5 of these shoes, Mittens, get out the camera, Mittens. We'll go through each one of them pretty quickly. This is the Harden Volume 1, the all white, which is my favorite color. I absolutely love these shoes. I think just the Volume 1s, obviously, first ones I ever wore of the collection, so always hold a special place, but have loved the all white. My favorite part about these shoes is their stability while also being light. So obviously they have the toe cap here. Some people don't really like this, but I actually kind of like the look of it. You have the toe cap, which is a harder part, so no one's stepping on your foot and stuff like that. It's really protecting the front of your foot while also having the rubberized sole around here just for a cool, like the transparent, it's a cool look with the 3 stripes on the back. So these also have like an interesting kind of built-in tongue, which it was decent. The only thing I didn't like was kind of lacing these up. It was really hard to get them tight because the laces are like built into the shoe like that. So that was the only con, I'd say. Traction on these was just awesome. Like, obviously they're made for James Harden. He's a really shifty guy. So these really gave me great grip on the court in terms of, not slipping and stuff. So overall, Volume 1s, I was super impressed with. We got the Volume 2s, and these are the custom Quinnipiac colors here. So we got Volume 2s and the gold and the blue. These are a bit loud. It was kind of split on if people actually liked them or not. Half the team liked them, half the team didn't like them. But to me, these are just like a completely different shoe, going from Volume 1 to Volume 2. These are a lot heavier, I feel. They're definitely more durable, I guess. There's a lot of extra accessories on here to just make the shoe bigger, bulkier, and at the same time just more stable. I feel like these would last you a really long time. Design-wise, I don't really love this shoe, but there are some cool little things. So like you got the Harden on the tongue here, which I think is pretty neat, with the 3 stripes on the side. These compared to these, obviously it's a bigger shoe, way bulkier looking. The other thing that I didn't really like about these was there was almost too much traction. Like I felt like I was almost like tripping over myself because I was stuck onto the court, Like I actually would prefer a little bit less of this on the bottom, a little bit less grip, so that I feel like I can move a little bit more freely instead of I felt like I was getting like caught in my steps sometimes because the traction was so grippy to the floor. But that also could just be, me not wearing them enough, didn't break them in enough. The lacing feature on here was way better than the Harden Volume 1s, I'll say that. These were much easier to lace up, get them tighter, get them looser, whatever. Overall, because of the weight of these, the Volume 1s for me just took it. I'm big on, the shoe just being light. I think middle of the year, the Volume 3s came out, so we were sponsored by Adidas, so we were lucky enough to get the Volume 3s. Now, these don't match our uniform at all. Obviously, we did not get the custom colors. Pretty crazy design, if you ask me. I think this is, again, a very controversial shoe in terms of the aesthetic look of it. I don't know if a lot of people would really like these. I don't hate them, but we ended up using them as our lifestyle shoe. Just kind of traveled as a team. We would wear these with our sweats instead of playing in them. But I have practiced in them a few times, and I actually do really like them. The low cut, I love how light they are, and these reminded me a lot of the Volume 1 with an improved lacing system. But overall design, I think I'd still choose the Volume 1 over these. They're nice, but they might be a little bit too loud for me. The next pair I'm going to show you, by look, they might not seem like a great basketball shoe, but they pleasantly surprised me, and I think they might have taken the top number on the Harden list for my ranking. So the BEs. So these came out along with the Harden 2s, I believe. So we got these, and we had these all this year. But not that many people on my team got them. A lot of people think that they look like running shoes, which I don't necessarily disagree with. It looks more like a tennis shoe, but I absolutely love these shoes. So my opinion, they aren't gonna last as long as, maybe the Volume 1s, Volume 2s in terms of durability, because they don't have all that, extra protection and stuff on the sides with the soles and stuff. This is more of just a, you know, regular material shoe right here. They have a little bit of a toe cap with some kind of durability in the front, but overall these will wear down faster. But that is also why they are priced a lot cheaper. These were only about $100, I think, maybe $110 even, while the Harden 1s ran for $140, I think, and the Harden 2s might have ran for about the same price, between $140, $150. So overall, these are going to be like $50 cheaper, but I don't think that they perform $50 cheaper. So they use the bounce responsiveness on the back, and I feel like I got a lot of lift on my shot. So honestly, I don't really have many negative things to say about this. I actually like the color scheme. They still have the Harden logo on the tongue there, as you can see. And the only thing that it just got better with these was that the BE MVP edition came out after James Harden won the MVP. So this right here is actually the same exact shoe as these, but the MVP edition. So as soon as I saw these on the Adidas website, I had to get them. So our team did not have these. I went out and got these myself just because I really like these and I could use another pair. And I thought the gold with the black and the navy was a pretty cool design. So they have just like the little detail, obviously, like on the laces here, it says MVP on the tongue. And then the bottoms I thought were pretty sick. So the spotted, you know, blue and gold. I don't really know where the blue and gold theme came from since he's on the Rockets, but I don't know. So these were my go-tos all season long, and the BE MVPs definitely take it for me. I really did love the volume ones too, so nothing against those, but going out in these, I just really loved playing in these. All right, guys, the next shoe we got on the list is the DROSEs. I'm not sure which version these are. A lot of my teammates wore these. I never personally wore them in a game, but I have tried them on and just, you know, shot around with them a little bit. But these are high tops, as you can see. Pretty high, so you got a lot of ankle support there, and that's why a lot of my teammates did choose to wear them, because they did have a lot of ankle problems. So definitely good for stability and obviously just protecting your ankles. So these shoes in general are a little bit heavier than I would like, and that's why I don't wear them in games and stuff. I really prefer a light shoe as opposed to like a really heavy one like this. The design's okay, not bad. Obviously these are our team colors, so customize the navy and the gold, but to me, not the greatest looking shoe, but the DROSEs run probably about, I think they're about $100. They're not an expensive shoe, but durability wise, I think these are pretty good. Again, I've never played in these, so I'm not gonna talk too much about them, but I know that my teammates who did wear them did really like them. Overall, I think this is a pretty solid shoe, and the price for it is not too bad. So if you're looking for a high top, it's gonna last you a long time. Can't go wrong with the DROSE here. All right, now we're moving on to the next shoe that I was a huge fan of this year. It's actually a pretty recent shoe. I think it came out towards the end of the season, so right after the new year, going into February, March. Those are the MARQUEE Boost lows, and as soon as I saw the shoe, just as I said before, like the style, everything, I just really liked. So I knew I had to get these, even though they don't match with my uniform colors at all. I love basketball sneakers, so really wanted to cop these. So first thing I'm gonna say about them is when I put them on, I freaking loved them, except that they were too big. So once I got my right size, I was good. So for fair warning, they do run like, I'd say half a size to almost a size too big. But first thing about these is obviously the style. I mean, it's just a clean looking shoe. I love just white sneakers in general. The little mint outline and the little pop of color on it, I think this shoe is just a really good looking shoe. So from first glance, totally won me over. Very comfortable. They have a lot of cushion here around the side. Really like that. I think these were about $120 on the price range, so right about the average price for a basketball sneaker. I guess it's a little bit in the higher end, but $120 to me is still not that bad for a nice Adidas shoe like this. Dame 4. Overall, I have worn these in games. I really did like this shoe, but you have this fly knit type of material. It's like sock-like. The sole, it is the bounce sole. I'm not too familiar with, like, you know, all the terminology and stuff, but from the look, I didn't love the look at first, the all blue, but it grew on me a little bit as the season went on. The white trim definitely gives it more of a nice accent instead of, you know, being just an all blue shoe, which I really did not like. But I really like the tongue, how it just kind of slides in. It's more like a slip-on shoe. The laces aren't a problem, so it's really easy to get these on, which I thought was nice. The ankle support is deep on the back. The subtle detailing is pretty nice. So you got the Dame. I wish this was white so you could really see it, but you know, you got your YKWTII, you know what time it is, from Dame's logo. So that's like his saying or whatever. And then they have his logo signature right there on the back. So it is a pretty good looking shoe, I think. It took me a little while to get used to, but it has definitely grown on me. And playing in these, I did like them even more. They're pretty light for being, you know, I guess I would call this like a mid-cut shoe. But yeah, they were pretty light. I did like playing in them. The traction was good. I had no problem. I felt, you know, you could feel the bounce on the bottom, so they are a comfortable shoe. So overall, I would recommend this shoe. It's in a good price range. I'm pretty sure it's like only $115, which is pretty affordable for basketball shoes now these days. I just realized that I forgot to show these shoes that we got for the NCAA tournament. They're called the Adidas Next Level. Yeah, Adidas Next Level. So these are the ugliest shoes I have ever seen in my entire life. I'm sorry, those shoes are just actually terrible. When we first got them, I could not believe that we had to wear them for the selection show. No offense, Adidas, I love your sneakers, but these were just like brutal. Some people like them, but I don't think I could ever wear a laceless shoe at this point. You're gonna quote me saying that in 5 years I'm gonna be wearing a laceless shoe, but no, I couldn't do it. But I have been seeing a lot of players recently actually wearing them and rocking them. Overall, that is my shoe collection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Obviously, you know, these were all Adidas shoes because that's who we were sponsored by and the ones that I wear. So there are a few that obviously are into my top favorite. My top three, if I had to rank them, would be the MARQUEE Boost, the James Harden MVP edition BEs, and then I'm gonna say the volume ones of the James Harden. So all three of those shoes were definitely my favorite Adidas shoes to play in, and I'll continue to play in them. Those are my recommendations depending on what you like. High top, low top, everyone's gonna have a different opinion just based on what they prefer when they're playing. But if you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment, share the video, and more vlogs will be coming soon. Basketball season will be back in about 2 weeks when I get back up to school. We're gonna see what the team's doing, what they're up to. We'll get some training footage and all that kind of stuff. So the vlogs will be back in terms of basketball. Can't wait for that. Obviously, I've been making summer vlogs, but it's just not as fun to me. Can't wait for the basketball. So I'll see you guys in the next one.
Only way to